My name is Giulio and I'm the founder of gradschoolheaven.com. Today I'll be talking to you about how to submit your graduate school application on time and what elements are involved in the process. You'd be surprised by how many people submit their applications late. Most universities will not consider late applications, and even if they do, it sets you off on the wrong foot. So it's very important that you plan out the different steps involved in the process and that you visualize a timeline, if not actually writing it out on paper. There are at least 8 different steps involved in submitting your application on time. The first thing that you should do is research the schools to which you wish to apply to. Say that you are looking at universities that have deadlines in November. What you'd want to do is start researching universities in the summer, in the early summer. So looking at university rankings, looking at their websites, calling the admissions departments, talking to friends and family, and fine-tuning and refining a list of target universities. During that summer, you also want to, secondly, study for the GRE. This is something that can take weeks, if not months, so you want to plan ahead of time and try to study for the GRE in the summer. Third, you want to take the GRE. You're going to have to schedule the GRE exam, typically with a little bit of notice, and take the exam. In some cases, you may also want to allow yourself the opportunity to take the test twice. Currently, there is a minimum waiting period between taking GRE exams, so consult the ETS website and determine whether you want to have the opportunity to take the test twice in case the first attempt doesn't go as well as you'd like it to. Fourth, you're going to want to request transcripts from your university and have them mailed directly to the target universities that you're applying to. In some cases, you can also request that the transcript be mailed to you in a sealed envelope and forwarded on. Fifth, closer to the deadlines, typically 1 or 2 months before, you're going to want to start working on your statement of purpose and your writing sample. I can't overemphasize just how important the statement of purpose is. Unlike your GRE scores, your transcript, and your grade point average, this is the only significant part of your application that lets you stand out as a human being and individual. So give yourself enough time to really shine in this part of the application. Sixth is networking with faculty. What I mean by this is that in the 1 or 2 months prior to the deadline, you should be emailing or calling up the graduate departments that you're interested in and introducing yourself, getting to know them, and generally making a positive impression with them. If you're lucky, they'll remember you when the admissions committee reviews your application, and you'll have established some kind of rapport with the institution. Seventh, you're going to want to request letters of recommendation from faculty members at your current institution. Typically, universities ask for anywhere from 2 to 3 recommendations, and you're going to want to be courteous and ask for them well in advance, perhaps as early as 1 month in advance. And finally, you're going to want to submit your application on time. Many deadlines expire at 11:59 p.m. in the time region of the university, and it's advisable for you to actually submit that application a little bit ahead of time in case of technical glitches. A good rule of thumb is actually to submit the application several hours before that deadline. So these are some of the elements to consider. Make sure that you plan ahead of time and make sure that you work backwards from the deadlines of the programs that you're applying to and figure out just when you need to start preparing. If you'd like to learn more, please visit gradschoolheaven.com.